Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. William Ruto's tweet is creating a lot of conversation across the social media and also across the Republic of Kenya. I've seen the close allies of William Samoei Ruto saying that now everyone wants to meet William Samoei Ruto. It is not true. Whatever they are doing, at the same time, they are requesting for dialogue. At the same time, they are bragging that everyone wants a dialogue. But there's something that I said in a certain video I analyzed yesterday, where there's an issue where Raila Odinga's Azimio team are busy collecting and gathering evidences to take to the to the International Criminal Court, that is ICC. But when you look at even the way they are behaving, it's as if now the requirement, I don't know if is going to enable them, some individuals, to be summoned. But now William Samoei Ruto, through his tweet, is creating a sign of narrative, of a narrative of dialogue, where he is the one who is requesting Raila Amolo Odinga to meet him in Statehouse. Is there any possibility in between William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga meeting in Statehouse? Which, when you look at even the way narrative is, I don't think if this might be possible. And if it is possible that they're going to meet, is there a possibility that this time around, Raila Odinga and his team, they're going to meet William Samoei Ruto face by face? As William Ruto also is going to come with his brigade. Let not this dialogue be in between Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto. Let it be a dialogue both sides, where Raila Odinga is leading his team and William Ruto is leading his team. Even if they will sit in Statehouse, let Raila Odinga have his whole team in Statehouse. Let William Ruto also have his whole team. That is the dialogue that is going to save our country. But if any case this dialogue is going to be in between two people, then it is going to be agenda in between William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga. But if any case, now these people are not going to do that, as this is whatever William Ruto is saying. That my friend Raila Odinga, I'm off to Tanzania for a human capital meeting to harmonize the expansion of employment opportunities in our continent. I'm back tomorrow evening, and as you have always known, I'm available to meet one-on-one with you anytime at your convenience. William Samoei Ruto. That is whatever William Ruto said yesterday while he was going to Tanzania. But now, simple question, I don't know if it is simple or technical question, is there possibility of these duos meeting in a Statehouse? As this is not the first time we've seen them. You saw even what happened during the regime of Mwai Kibaki. You saw whatever happened during the regime of Uhuru Kenyatta. They met and they have a conversation of certain scenarios. But when you look at even some scenarios that Uhuru even came out sharing with us, we as public, Uhuru said it was not easy thing for him to meet Raila Odinga face by face to have a conversation. In fact, they said it took long hours to convince each other. Now, when you look at the ideologies and agenda of Raila Amolo Odinga and ideologies and agenda of William Samoei Ruto, I don't see anything rhyming there. But again, I know even if things are not rhyming, even Raila Odinga never rhymed certain ideologies and sometimes with Mwai Kibaki. Then Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, but they rhymed and they worked together. But now, whatever William Ruto believes in and whatever Raila Odinga believes in is different. As this issue of Mandamano, let me say demonstration picketing that has been seen in this country, they've always come out to portray Raila Amolo Odinga as someone that is always in front of creating chaos and violence. Which when you look at even the conversation, I don't know if they're going to have a conversation on that, but I don't know. But according to me, there's a bigger percentage of Raila Odinga and William Ruto having a conversation. But this conversation is going to be about the people. Let not a conversation be about William Ruto. Let not a conversation be about Raila Amolo Odinga. If it is about conversation, let Raila Odinga have Kalonzo Musyoka in Statehouse together with him. Let Raila Odinga have a conversation together with William Ruto when Martha Karua also is there, when Mwangi wa Iria is there, where Jakoya is there, where Eugene Wamalwa is there. That is at least a good idea. And also William Ruto, let him come with his team. But if this is going to be in between William Ruto and Raila Odinga, mark my words, there is a big problem that is going to arise in between, let me say, when it comes to the camp of William Ruto. Because, number one, Rigathi Gachagua is going to ask, what is this conversation you talked about? What was this conversation in between William Ruto and Raila Odinga? Because maybe, but again, one thing that I know, William Ruto cannot hide something to Rigathi Gachagua. They are birds of same feathers. They cannot. The way Uhuru Kenyatta did during the dialogue in between him and Raila Odinga, where he came out saying certain scenarios and issues they discussed, some of them were so private. But now, something that might create a crisis in the camp of William Ruto is that Rigathi Gachagua will come out to say that, look, we don't want this old man in our camp. He's in front of destroying camps. You saw whatever he did during the regime of Mwai Kibaki. You saw whatever he did during the regime of Uhuru Kenyatta. And there's something that he can do. And that is why Rigathi Gachagua and his fellows will not do that. They will not accept. And they will question William Ruto day in, day out. That is something that might create a lot of conversation there. That is the big main issue inside the camp of William Ruto. But now look at the camp of Raila Amolo Odinga's Azimio. If he will leave Kalonzo Musyoka not to be part and parcel of that dialogue, what is next? Kalonzo with his team will feel like, no, the scenario that happened the other time might happen again. Then Ukambani will just come out to erupt and say that now it is not a conversation about the people. It is not about the conversation of Raila Odinga. We are going for presidency 2027. And this might come now, Kalonzo starting to isolate Raila Odinga, going for its own course. The same to Martha Karua might decide that, no, I might be the deputy of Kalonzo Musyoka. Let us go out. Then, Martha Karua will just go with Kalonzo Musyoka. Take it to the bank. She will go with Kalonzo Musyoka. Then look at Mwangi wa Iria. Look at Eugene Wamalwa. Look at Wajakoya. These people might feel like, no, Raila Odinga, we've been fighting together with you. But when it comes to the dialogue, you're going it alone. Then after that dialogue, you're not briefing us what happened during that dialogue. And that is why when you look at the issues that are happening keenly, these people are terrified, both sides. William Ruto is terrified on meeting Raila Amolo Odinga because this is a question that he has been given, that look, you must not meet Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga is an old man that is in front of destroying camps. And if you're going to allow him to at least step into our camp, he's going to destroy our camp. The same thing happened in Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That is their belief now. That is their belief. So William Ruto is terrified on that. Raila Odinga is terrified the way he was portrayed the other regime of Uhuru Kenyatta, where they said that Raila Odinga went there alone. He was given money there, and he's just enjoying himself. There was certain crisis there. Even you saw what happened in between Kalonzo Musyoka, Wetangula, and Musalia Mudavadi, where Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula gave up and they say they were going to support William Ruto because there are certain kind of issues that were discussed which they never knew what was the discussion. Even despite of Uhuru Kenyatta welcoming them in Statehouse, this was something that they never came out to accept. But again, Kalonzo Musyoka accepted to be with Raila Amolo Odinga. But this time around, I think it is kind of done. So when you look at these two people, there's a bigger percentage and narrow part of these people meeting. I don't know if that is opinion that might relate with yours. What are your thoughts? Drop your opinion in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet on another video. Bye-bye.